bunch of news articles in the Daily Mail and then some German newspapers and stuff, and it's got no attention. This has been out for 2 weeks. So I went down the rabbit hole this morning. I spent about 2 hours researching this, and it was worse than I even thought. And then I saw UN briefings and just all of it, and the UN saying, oh, we can't do anything about it. And then, of course, I understand this is a whole UN globalist operation in Syria, in Libya. It's in International Business Times. It's in Al Jazeera. I mean, it's admitted, but they just report it like they're talking about there was a wreck on I-45 or something today and somebody got killed. They just report it so dryly. Like coffee's half off at the local grocery store. And I sat there for 2 hours and I went and watched videos that I'm not even going to tweet out and I'm not even going to show here. It's mainstream news. I mean, I'll give BBC credit. They push globalism a lot, but they actually reported on a lot of this, and I can't even show it to you, even though it's BBC. You want to go down the rabbit hole, you go do it. There's videos of them killing people and taking their organs out while they're alive, showing them to them, and harvesting little kids. And then a lot of people just have their organs taken, you know, one kidney or whatever. And this is in the Turkish refugee camps. And then there's ISIS fighters, if they get wounded, they sit there and don't even give them anesthesia because they want to keep them alive with the blood still pumping so they can get more of the organs out and put them on ice. Then they sell them to the Turkish government, just like Turkey, you know, bought billions of dollars of stolen oil from Al-Qaeda and ISIS. And I sat there and spent 2 hours this morning, even though every time I didn't want to do it, I did it to be a man, and I watched them torturing people to death and cutting their organs out and killing little kids. And I did it because I've got to face the truth. And I watched videos of ISIS killing little kids and chopping people's heads off and everything else. There's countless videos of 6, 7, 8-year-olds killing other kids. I mean, this is the most satanic crap ever. And then making people eat parts of dead bodies. I mean, this is the most unbelievable stuff I've ever seen. And then I know the whole history of it, incontrovertible fact, that Hillary and Obama and the UN and NATO and the French government especially, the British government, by the way, by the middle of it, said we're not part of this. For the first time in 100 years, voted to not back the U.S. takeover. To the British credit, that's just I'm giving them credit. The French like honcho this stuff. Very shameful. In Libya, in Syria, you name it. And they are chopping people up and then making the other Muslims eat it before they kill them, believing it sends them to hell if they eat a person. Now, a Muslim can cut up another person and not go to hell. If you cut up a pig, you go to hell. So they could just give them a piece of pork to make them go to hell, they believe. But no, but they're not allowed to touch pork. So they're sitting there cutting up people on tables. We've shown the video before. I'm not going to show it again. And they're making people eat it before they kill them. There it is. ISIS barbarians embrace cannibalism. Experts claim as terror chefs rule human flesh is okay to eat if food supplies run low. Well, there's no claim. It's all on video. They put it out themselves. Now, look at this headline. Cash-strapped ISIS kills its own wounded fighters to sell their organs. That's out of the Daily Mail. There's all the links to it. ISIS selling kidnapped children to organ traffickers in Turkey to fund the caliphate. And that's got all the links, the UN admissions. I mean, you can just search any of this for yourself. This is unbelievable. Underbelly of the war, trade in human organs. Now, this is all mainstream news, folks. You can look it up for yourself. Now,